Hi, this is Tom from the 125 Live TechMates team in Rochester, Minnesota. Our main purpose is to assist 125 Live members with technology. Our YouTube videos and website content can be enjoyed by anyone free of charge. Classes and personal assistance are available free of charge for 125 Live social members. Non-members need a day pass. Call 507-287-1404 to join or to purchase a day pass. Let's take a look at how to grant Zoom permissions on a Mac. First of all, start by going to Zoom US, which you can find by typing in zoom.us in the address bar in your favorite browser. When you get there, you'll find the Zoom homepage, and on the right side of the menu bar on the top, you'll find support. So click on support, and then in the search field, type in using Zoom client, and that's enough there. You can see using Zoom, the Zoom client and Zoom rooms with macOS. Click on that, and you get a really good thorough document on how to use Zoom client and Zoom rooms with macOS. We're mainly interested in the Zoom client right now. If you don't grant necessary permissions before you open up the Zoom application, you get windows such as this one, which will say Zoom US would like to access the camera and that type of thing. And it's not too difficult just to go ahead and say, okay, if you forgot something. But if you want to be proactive and really understand a little bit more about security and manage it more carefully, like my wife does, then you're going to want to read this application and understand how to turn permissions on and off. So this example is being done on a Mac with Catalina. And I think the instructions are pretty much the same for Mojave and Catalina. If you have an older version of Mac OS, it'll probably be a lot like this. And I think if you're a Mac user, you probably will get the idea from looking at this video here, watching this video today. So for example, with the camera, to start with, you get into your system preferences, click on security and privacy within the choices, and then click on privacy. And scroll in this window down until you find camera. It's going to be near the top, so you might not need to scroll. Just click on camera to highlight it. And then in this other window, it's a little smaller. You're probably going to end up having to scroll. Zoom is maybe at the end of the list because it starts with Zoom. So you might have to scroll down to the end like here, like we did. But you click on the checkbox just to the left of Zoom US, and now Zoom US has permissions for the camera. Same idea for microphone. Here's the microphone, checkbox. And for screen recording, if you're going to be doing any recordings of meetings, you'll need to grant that permission there as well, checkbox. And a lot of people are glad to see that, because if you don't want it, don't grant it. And then you can be more private. And then for files and folders, same idea. You can actually do things with files and folders and share information. And if you don't grant Zoom the permission, then Zoom's not going to be able to access any files or folders for you to share within your meeting. Accessibility, if you want to change any of the accessibility features, you're going to need to grant accessibility to Zoom. And you click on there, and Zoom will have permissions to alter accessibility features. Okay, so that was how to if you have the Zoom application. Next, if you have the web extension or the web client in your web browser, you're going to need to do similar types of permissions for your web browser. So camera here, click on Google Chrome is my browser, so I click the checkbox there. Microphone, same idea. Microphone, Google Chrome. See, it's closer to the top of the alphabet. Didn't have to scroll to get that one. And screen recording, same idea. And then if you use Zoom Rooms, that's a feature that you don't get with the free version. It's breakout rooms, another topic, maybe another video, but you have to grant the same types of permissions to them as well. Only one more thing before I go, and that is if you're one of those people, again, like my wife, who likes to be very, very careful with security, she actually goes in after a Zoom meeting and turns off, unchecks the permissions. So we use the Zoom application. So she'll go in here and turn off the microphone, unclick that, and she'll unclick the Zoom camera. And she only grants the permissions that she really cares about, which is for her is probably going to be the camera and microphone. So if you're one of those people who want to be really careful, grant very limited permissions, let it go at that, and undo them when you're done with your meeting. So that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you still have questions, send us an email with your name, phone number, and a brief description of your question.